So there's a pretty horrifying story coming out of an Alabama hospital. And so it's a doctor who is in Alabama. Alabama has horrible vaccination rates. And so right now, obviously, it's a pandemic of the unvaccinated because unvaccinated people are the ones who are catching the virus. And not only in these situations is it rare for people who are vaccinated to catch the virus, but even if they get it, the odds of them actually getting serious symptoms is pretty close to like zero, basically. It's very, very low. So here's what this story says. So the doctor is explaining that at the last minute, right before they're about to be intubated, when you're intubated, it means you basically need help breathing. You can't breathe on your own, and they need to put you on an intubator so that they can help you breathe and, let your organs heal, essentially. And right before they're about to be intubated, they ask for a vaccine. That's what they do. So it says up here, the title says, "I'm sorry, but it's too late. Doctor says hospitalized COVID-19 patients asking for vaccines." And Alabama doctors opening up about her experience treating those hospitalized for the coronavirus amid a resurgence of cases, saying dying patients are asking her to vaccinate them. Quote, "One of the last things they do before they're intubated is beg me for the vaccine. I hold their hand and tell them that I'm sorry, but it's too late," Brittany Cobia, a hospitalist at Grandview Medical Center in Birmingham, wrote on Facebook this week. "A few days later, when I call time of death, I hug their family members and I tell them the best way to honor their loved ones is to get vaccinated and encourage everyone they know to do the same." Alabama has one of the lowest vaccination rates in the country, with only 33% of its population fully vaccinated. Cobia listed all different reasons she heard from patients and their families about why they didn't get the vaccine. "They cry and tell me they didn't know. They thought it was a hoax. They thought it was political. They thought because they had a certain blood type or a certain skin color, they wouldn't get as sick. They thought it was just the flu, but they were wrong and they wish they could go back, but they can't." So essentially what's going on here, obviously, and I'm glad to see finally the White House is starting to push back on this stuff. I think it's coming a bit late, but at least they're doing it at some point, I guess. They're pushing back against the misinformation that exists about the coronavirus vaccine itself. And so a lot of this information, you're seeing more Republican legislators come out in support of it. I'm not giving them any credit for that. You don't deserve credit for the most bare bones bullshit you could have done. It's so fucking late at this point. But that kind of a move does help because a lot of people genuinely believe that it's not real or all this stuff. People are stupid. I don't really know how to even explain how people could think that there's a chip inside of it or that you're a guinea pig for the vaccine when it went through its trials and got emergency authorization. I don't really know what to tell you, but again, the vaccine's not going to help you. It's too late. If you're about to be intubated, a vaccine, you need 2 weeks to get full protection from it. So, and you should know that about any vaccine. There's no vaccine where you just pop that bad boy and boom, you got immunity. That's not how it works. It takes some time. It takes 2 weeks. So you should know that. All vaccines, to my knowledge, work that way. So that should be something that's common knowledge. There's just a lot of conspiracy theories. Now the White House is pushing back on places like Facebook and stuff to do more. But hopefully this drive will convince people to get vaccinated. There's no downside to getting vaccinated. The only downside is if you have some severe allergy, which is extremely rare. This is a gift. This is literally a gift to be able to get a vaccine. And it's really not about you, honestly. It's not. You can make it about you if that's how you want to think about it. You definitely could. But do you want to be able to go to the movie theater again? Do you want to be able to go to a football game? Do you want to be able to go to parties? Do you want to be able to do all this stuff? If you do, then get the fucking vaccine, you idiot. It's a simple solution. If we got everybody vaccinated, we could get back to normal life. But because of misinformation, stupidity, conspiracy theories, mental degradation, this is the situation we're in now, unfortunately. But please get the vaccine. I'm sure most people watching this already have the vaccine, obviously. But it's a sad story to see, just to see, unfortunately, how degraded people's thinking abilities are, I guess.